Then he got the Lewis trim as well.
45 million euros they spent on Axel Disaster, you know.
Oh,
Look how much you spent. 2 million more on the next one.
Yeah. Cole Palmer. Well, that's obvious.
That's a hit, but yeah.
That's a fat hit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the first fat hit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the first guy. That's the guy you build a team around.
That's a hit before Lowski, bro.
Yeah, you tripled his value, basically. You could sell him for 150.
Yeah. And then
Nkuku, you already said
other mistakes we made.
Nkuku, you already said Nkuku's
miss. Any day.
Bundesliga attacks or
definitely Bundesliga attack. We got to start looking at Bundesliga attackers, with the amount of space when they run it behind them. Like
them with a pinch of salt.
Timo Werner, bro, and then Nkuku.
This one's interesting. This next one because as a player, I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
However, he can't stay fit. So what's the point, Lavia?
Well, let me say this. Yeah, with Lavia, you see how you know what Reece James. You know how you never really hear Chelsea fans complain about Reece James, and the only reason we don't is because when he plays, it almost feels like he didn't have an injury. If that even makes sense, he comes back and almost he's on that level. It's similar with Lavia. He rarely has stinkers, and when you see the levels he's at, is good. It's just availability, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So far, I would have to say, I don't know. I think it's too hard to say miss, but let me put this one in the middle as well, bro.
I'm saying miss because you can't rely on him.
You can't. It's not even then. Like we had with Pogba. Yeah, Pogba would miss two months of the season, guaranteed with injury. This guy, he'll play 2 games and then he'll miss 3 months. Too fun. Do you know what I'm saying? Eventually, that will catch up with him as well. Because eventually your body will break down.
This is what happens when you have one training session with Poch. Even though you were never... That's what happened. Since then, he's never...
Moises Caicedo, though, hit or miss. I think...
hit, definitely. The guaranteed hit.
I think
probably
the
best one.
As well. I think he's...
He's the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah, potentially the best... Well, I wouldn't say he's better than Palmer, but potentially the best defensive midfielder in the league.
He's been more consistent than Palmer, in my opinion. Like, even when under Pochettino, he's one of the few players that actually performed quite well. And he's lived up to his price tag for like a year and a half, whereas Palmer's taken a dip.
So out of that, we've gone Petrovic hit, Jackson hit, Cole Palmer hit, Caicedo hit. So 4 hits so far. So we're on 6 hits now out of their first 3 or 4 windows, should I say? And they've done about 800 million so far.
Yeah.
Then the next one. You know what's crazy, because they've made signings, ahead of so obviously Quenda's coming in 26, 27 or whatever. So it says on transfer, I can actually look at their signings from those seasons because they've already signed players ahead of time. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how crazy it is. Right, this one's even embarrassing though. We'll start from Mark Gahey.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, what's the point?
No. We start at the bottom. Start at Tosin.
Sancho.
Tosin's free. No, wait. Tosin's free. You can't just fly over him, blood. We got him in the summer.
I was going to do him at Sancho.
For me, I would say he's a hit because he's free. But we can still move him on. But if you say, like, if you're talking about him being like, what has he given us in terms of extra stuff? Not really anything, but I'll just say hit just because he was free and there's nothing. I know we could flip him this summer if you needed to. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'd say miss personally just because of the way Dom was gassing him up in the summer, so that's why I'm putting him in the miss.
This is personal.
They're saying, "Oh, you got Euro and we got tossing. The Euro is better than him, bro." Do you know what I'm saying?
I drew it as I don't want to do the whole like self defense and put him in the middle thing, but I feel like it's more of a miss than a hit because it's like, what's the point? You only signed him because of opportunity, not rather than his quality.
Yeah.
But they thought he's going to bring a bit of leadership.
Ariel. Yeah,
I don't think he's a bad player, but he's not Chelsea level. Like, why the fuck did Chelsea sign him?
But basically, you replace Thiago Silva with Tosin.
Yeah.
Like when you put it that way, now it's a flop, innit?
Yeah, but it was like yeah. I hear it.
Yeah, Sancho though, what are we saying? Flop or? To be fair, I feel like he was a hit at the start. I feel like
the whole team went down for me. I think the whole team's gone downhill.
How much have you paid for him overall? How much have you paid for him overall? Because he's only been $100,000 a week or something like that, no?
We've only been paying his wages. I don't think there was a fee. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there
no
was
I don't
a
think
fee.
fee.
it's-
So I'm saying, how long have you?
I don't think
Like,
it's bad signing,
how
bro.
much of his wages? I don't think. I'd say he's a hit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'd say
so
That's what I
far,
was gonna say. So
depends on
far,
how
it's
you
like,
end the
I know
season.
that he hasn't been good from January onwards, but if you're talking about in general, he's been our best winger in my opinion. There hasn't been anyone that has done anything on, especially on the wing, on his level. Obviously,
Well,
Mudrik's in
yeah,
all
he's
the
But
in the
on the
corner, bro.
east. He's on the east in the mountains. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No one else is really on the left. Tyreek
Well,
George,
hold on.
everyone's laughing at Tyreek George, bro. He was
Just
just
asking quick.
no.
Are we saying Tossin's a hit or a miss?
Who?
who?
Tossin, are you saying Tossin's a hit or a miss? Because I'm saying
Oh,
miss. You're
I
saying
said
hit.
miss.
Yeah.
I said
Mark,
hit.
what are you saying?
I
You
said
miss.
miss.
All right, cool.
Miss.
He's a
I
miss.
said hit.
Mark Gahey, I don't say his name, from Barca, €6 million. I
Bro,
say,
that has to be in the middle, bro. Because
yeah,
even
it's
though
like you
even
can't
though
judge
he's the
him.
top scorer at the UCL for me, now when I say UCL Conference League, it's just yeah. Before anyone thinks I'm saying Champions League or some stupidness, but he hasn't been given enough chances for me in the Premier League, innit? Even when Jackson wasn't performing, and when he did, he got injured, innit? So even when he
I'm
looked,
saying miss because what's the point? No, you're not gonna have a plan for him beyond this. So there's no point in signing him.
Yeah, exactly, right. Renato Vega, hit or miss?
Miss because you loaned him up straight away when you needed someone as a backup. Not because of him as a player, but because why the fuck did you
Even
sign him?
as a player, again, I'm putting as a miss because Don was gassing him up. He had one decent game for Juventus. He had one decent game for Juventus.
Don's
Right?
not here, bro. You know
He
that
had one
was
decent he had one decent game for Juventus, and then everyone was gassing him up. Oh, how can Chelsea get rid of this guy? And then the next game, because he had forced Atalanta, like he's just, you know what I mean? I think he got sent off. Actually, I could be wrong in that game.
You don't look his age either, so fuck it, miss.
Yeah,
man. We're getting blamed for from other people's mistakes, bro. You know that?
I'm going miss. I don't care.
Someone
You're
else
going
robs
miss.
you, but because he lives in the same area as me, I'm getting jumped. You know
Yeah,
that one?
exactly. Yeah, quite literally. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying? Are we saying he's a miss or a hit?
Miss because they loaned him out 6 months in. What's the point of signing him?
Yeah, it's a miss. I think it's a miss. He was good when he was playing, but we shouldn't have got rid of him. We ain't got no backup.
I've
for
never seen
Cucurella.
play football. I'm gonna go Jorgensen. I know Don was gassing him up as well.
Bro, no one cares about Dom, bro.
No, I have to, bro. I have to hold him to the standard. I don't get it. It's annoying.
Why did I have to hold him to the standard?
Philip Jorgensen. To be fair,
they bench him for Sanchez.
He may be David De Gea in net. Yeah, I still don't. He doesn't get ahead of Renato Sanchez or Roberto Sanchez, I say. So I'm not starting him. I'm not starting him. Sorry. So I'm not putting him as a hit because he doesn't start ahead of him.
Yeah, but what do you mean he doesn't start ahead of him? That's
like,
the manager's.
If you can't get. Well, to be fair, he did start in the.
Yeah, but then what's the point of signing him? Yes, it's not even. Sometimes not even a player. It's the signing. Like if you're going to sign him and you got Roberto Sanchez, he's making all these mistakes. Why isn't he the regular starter? There's no plan. There's no plan for when you're signing these players.
Next, please.
It's a miss, bro. It's a miss.
Bro. Man bought me for a fucking
Dewsbury Hall again. Like Dewsbury Hall is an all right-ish player.
Yeah, but it's a miss
because he doesn't fucking play. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when Palmer was out and he didn't even put Enzo in the 10. No? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm putting Dewsbury Hall as a miss, bro. Are you putting Dewsbury Hall as a miss, you two?
Oh yeah, miss.
Yeah,
miss.
I am. Yeah, definitely miss.
You probably could still get your value back around that. Like you could probably send to some shit club for about 30 million. I imagine. Like you could probably
send it back to Leicester, bro.
Like Leeds are getting promoted, for example. Leeds will buy him for 30 million.
It's a very Leeds signing. It's a very Leeds signing, I have to say. Yeah.
And Kelly Man's a miss. And so me.
Yeah, but I can't even pronounce half these guys' names. I've never seen.
Kelly Man's the guy we got in swap when we sent them. When we sold Matson to Villa?
Yeah,
we got someone in return. That's Kelly, man.
All right.
And so we got from Boca Juniors because apparently he's some sick centre back, but obviously he's on loan.
Yeah, 52 million on João Felix.
Penders is supposed to be the next Courtois, so we just bought him. Jurgensen. Dewsbury Hall. He's rubbish.
Yeah, all right, cool. Let's move on to Phoenix. Hit or miss? I'm saying fucking miss.
It's a miss, bro.
I don't think you got enough chances, bro. I can't say miss.
No, but it's a miss because it's not just because of the player, bro. It's because of the plan of signing him. You load him straight back out.
52 million euros.
Sorry, Mike. Miss.
52
I'm just saying, bro.
52 million euros. Yeah, and you've loaned him out 6 months later to AC Milan. And you know, if you played AC Milan, you know, if he scored against you, he'd celebrate. You know, despite you being his parent club, he'd still celebrate.
He probably would.
That's the type of guy he is. That's the type of guy he is. Bro, when he was on loan at Barca, he went and scored against Atletico, innit? And he done this to their fans.
Yeah, but
I swear down.
But you know what it is, yeah? I think with
I think
all
he
the
was
clubs that he went
born
to, his relationship with the clubs has never been that good.
Yeah, but I think
Benfica.
Chelsea
You remember
signed him.
Benfica? He went to Atletico. It wasn't really his type of football. No one really saw anything from him. He went to Barca. We saw a little bit, but not enough. Do you get what I'm saying? Now we're not really seeing anything. The only place we've really seen him
I
play
think
a
he was signed by
bit.
Chelsea. I think he was signed by Chelsea because they wanted to get rid of Gallagher. Because remember, you was looking at that Samu geezer or whatever his name. They say
Okay,
surname.
but listen,
Yeah,
for
I
me,
think
this
he
would
looked at him.
personally be a hit just because we got rid of Gallagher, fam. Because I was scared that someone else would put him in the 10.
Yeah, but because he might be right because Gallagher across the whole was giving them a platform for FFP, which they needed because it does it over 3 years, whatever. So you'll get 120. But as an individually as a player, João Felix, it's a fucking straight miss. And he even had a good game in the Premier League. He had a half decent game against Leicester away. That's about it.
It was I don't remember.
Talking about the one against
left, didn't he?
So I can't tell you.
He played on the left against Leicester away. He had a half decent game in that game. Other than that, he's been dog shit.
Yeah, we beat them in the game. He played 2
Pedro
10s,
Neto.
Yeah.
Hit or miss?
Who?
Pedro Neto.
I don't think he's a bad player, but it hasn't worked out so far.
No, so far it's a miss in my opinion.
Yeah, so far it's a miss. I don't think he's a bad player, but it hasn't worked out.
Yeah. I think he's a decent player.
He likes to cover ground. You know the ones he just likes to run.
Yeah, that's it.
I hear it, man.
No. You know them ones just these runs. I swear.
No tech.
It's an MC Hammer, you know.
Yeah. So what's that? Out of all the players they've signed, I think we went with. I think we went Sancho hits that's 7. Tosin, no, it was a miss. And that's it. So we went with 7 hits out of about over £1 billion. Now do you want to do Ineos? Right, cool. We don't even need to look at their signings. We just go with them. Ugarte, hit or miss?
It's not enough time.
In fact, I think we should do it this way. Would Ugarte start for Chelsea? Would he play games at Chelsea?
No.
Play games. Don't want to start every game, but maybe play games.
I don't think he would. I don't think he gets ahead of Enzo or Caicedo.
The only reason I would
say no. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't start.
He's basically a Gallagher. I think he's basically he's very good.
I think he's better though. I think he's better than Gallagher. He's better defensive than Gallagher. Like
he could, yeah. But it's basically for me, he's a similar that type of player. I don't think he has more than that, and I think maybe sometimes he affects your build-up play as well.
Yeah,
I don't really rate him.
Mazraoui starts for Chelsea now.
Hit
100%.
Yeah, I say hit.
Away starts for Chelsea. He's better than all their right backs, apart from Reece James when Reece James is fit.
Yes.
And you can also put Mazraoui at left back as well. You can play him at centre back. You can play this guy anywhere.
You can play midfield.
Yeah, exactly. He played in the 10 on the 10. He played in 10 against Fenerbahce away. He played in the 10. So
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I saw that lineup. I thought he was on crack. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what? If it works,
crazy. Who else? Who else have we signed?
Euro,
Euro,
I don't think not yet. I haven't seen enough of him to say hit. You can't say hit yet.
So you wouldn't take Euro over Badashile or Diazarsi? I know Diazarsi's now on loan, but you wouldn't take Euro over Badashile?
He's better than the French too.
I think he might be better than him. I think
he's better than all of them. I think he's better than Colwell as well.
Yeah.
It's not enough time for me, but I think he's played better than him this season. But yeah,
I think he's got more ability. I think he's got more ability than all of them.
Yeah, I'd say apart from Fana.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason you see what it is with Badiashile, obviously he's people laugh at him, clown or whatever. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? He does do bozo stuff, yeah. But if you remember Chelsea under Potter, yeah, we saw
He's really good.
Calm Badiashile. If any of you remember, he was not the guy that we're cooking now, innit? That if it's that Badiashile that I'm looking at, then I don't know, innit? But if it's this one, listen, there's probably no one can be. Everyone can play in that position ahead of him, innit? Him and Desasi. I can't wait for them to sell them, innit?
Who else? Xerxes, does he start for you guys? I don't think he does. I think Jackson's better, to be honest with you. But would you say Xerxes?
Yeah. But I rate Xerxes as well, so he's definitely a hit. I've been saying he's a hit before he was a hit.
Yeah, I'm not even doing it on hit or miss with this one because it's like they've not had much time anyways together. And like I had the best platform.
But,
Whereas
but
you
you're doing
no, because a lot of your players are signing
this
last
summer.
year.
You're asking
They've
me
had
hit or miss
multiple
from this
different
summer, but
managers.
your players ain't got enough time. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Xerxes didn't play at the start of the season.
Huh?
Xerxes didn't play at the start of the season.
He played from day one under Ten Hag.
Okay, cool.
He
But
scored against Fulham,
you can
didn't
do
he?
hit and miss, but I'm doing it if they were getting to your team because we haven't signed 30 players. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really compare them.
No, I hear the hit and miss. I hear the hit and miss until this season summer, innit? Because remember, the season ain't even ended yet.
Yeah, good point. That's why we was a bit.
I hear it. No, but you're good though.
Yeah.
Like so far, some of the players that you mentioned, they have been good.
Then it starts for you too. For you, 100%. Agree, Max? Then it starts for you.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. I saw Don say he can't do it in a high line. I'm like, bro,
Delict.
you know at Stamford Bridge. No, Mateus De Ligt.
Oh, De Ligt, yeah, bro, 100%, bro.
Mateus De Ligt can't do it in a high line, is what he said. But I said, bro, Stamford Bridge is a small pitch anyway, so you can get across that easily. Do you know what I'm saying? It's such a small pitch, you can get across.
Small pitch anyway.
And
I ain't got racks on my pitch, bro. You know them ones.
Listen, at least I can extend and move out of my stadium. Do you know what I'm saying? You're still trapped there, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's difficult circumstances. You know them ones, man. Not neglect. It's not neglect like your stadium, man. I've seen. Well, yours is like the jungle. You got waterfalls. You got different kind of animals. Salmonella in the kitchen, blood. Like it's mad.
I hear it. Who else did we sign? Heaven. I think I've seen enough from Heaven to know he's better than Dazarsi and Badashile. I don't care what people tell me. I've seen enough from him already. He's fucking sick.
He might be better than Cole, you know.
Oh, he's fucking sick. Honestly, we spent $1 million on this guy. I swear down, he's so sick.
Man just brought me into prime, man. You know, I was getting.
No, honestly, yes, I'm joking. Like, I don't get gassed by young players until I see enough. I've watched this guy for about 3 games, and I've gone, this guy's a joke. Like he's £1 million. He's a joke.
Yeah, he's a defender that actually wants to defend.
I can sell him for 30 million straight away.
Yeah, he's a similar. Bro, Arsenal's just dumb, innit? Arsenal fans. Arsenal, the club's just dumb, bro. They just get rid of anyone. They got rid of Mario Hutchinson to us for free, and then we just send him on loan for 1 season to
and then you sold him for 30 million.
And then we sold him for 30 million or whatever it was.
Yeah, right.
These men don't know what they got at home. I like what Turkey said. Remember what Turkey said?
Who's the last player? Oh, Dorgu.
Place for abused footballers. You know?
What? Who?
That's what it is.
Who? Dorgu's a left wing back though, so that's why I wouldn't really say he'd start for you lot because he wouldn't start left back and he's not starting left wing, is he? He's just a third wing.
I personally wouldn't say he's better than Cucurella anyway.
Yeah,
he might be good, but then even though you could say man's been playing right wing back and that, I don't think he was that good on there, but he's good when he plays left wing back, in my opinion.
I feel like I'm missing a player. Who else did we sign in the summer?
You said Agate, Mazzarri, Euro, Xerxes, De Ligt. Was that it? I'm pretty sure that was it.
Agate, Mazzarri, Euro, Xerxes, Agate. Yeah, you're right. No, it was the 5. Yeah. It was the 5. Yeah, all right, cool. So that's no wonder. So you're saying that Agate wouldn't start, De Ligt would start, Euro would start, Heaven would start, Mazraoui would start, but then Xerxes and Agate wouldn't. So fairs. So, we've signed 4, and our manager's better than yours. We signed 4 players that would start for you, retrospectively, whether it's in and out of the team or whatever, they still start for you. Let me just cut this